everybody. I'm Carrie Penahera and welcome to doTERRA and Digestive Health. I started with doTERRA 4 years ago, really to help my boys with autism. And I saw the amazing results that we were having with them and kind of dove in to see what I could get help with. I have celiac disease. It was diagnosed about 7 years ago. And for as long as I can remember, I've had issues with digestion, from chronic constipation to pain and bloating, even some less things you probably don't want to hear about. So I really dove into doTERRA and found amazing results that I was not able to find any other place through regular Western medicine, or even other alternative medicine treatments were just not as effective as a lot of these oils and products are. So I want to share some of those with you today. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute and ask those questions, and I will be happy to answer them. If there's anything that is personal and you don't feel like sharing that right here, feel free to reach out to me afterwards, and I will be happy to help you as best I can. So we're going to start out just learning a little bit about the different facts about digestion, and I would love to hear some of your guesses on some of these questions. So the first question would be, how many millions of Americans are affected by gastrointestinal disease annually? Guesses?
Percentage-wise?
No, this is how many million.
Maybe 6.
Okay. Any other guesses? Okay, so the answer, 60 to 70 million Americans annually suffer from gastrointestinal disease. So that's pretty significant. And now you're asking about percentages. So what percentage of Americans suffer from digestive issues on a regular basis?
I would say 95%.
Okay, you're a little high. But still, quite shockingly, 74% of Americans suffer from digestive issues on a regular basis. So this is really a chronic issue that is addressing our population. And that's something that we really do need to look at. These are some of the issues that people face on a daily basis. I could probably check off quite a few of these for myself. We see IBS, celiac, heartburn, Crohn's, chronic constipation, gallstones, indigestion, food intolerances, and gastroparesis, which I think is one that's less commonly known, but I have been able to help somebody with those issues, is the inability for your intestinal tract to move food along. So you have difficulty digesting any kind of solid foods because your tract is not moving that food along properly. And there's several more that aren't listed here, of course. So I loved this here, that every time you eat or drink, you are either feeding a disease or fighting it. I'm going to say something that's probably not going to come off as a very popular comment here, but you know that whole adage, like everything in moderation? I think that that's something that we use to make ourselves feel okay when we do something that's probably not the best decision in our food. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect, I'm far from it, but we need to acknowledge that the decisions that we make do affect our bodies in one way or another. We're either giving it something that will fuel it or something that is going to potentially harm it. So really taking ownership for what we're doing with our bodies is very important. And I'm trying to click here. Okay, so what are some causes of poor digestion? Just starting with what I just said, poor diet and poor food quality. So part of that's our problem, and part of it is not our fault at all. What's been done to our food in this country, and GMOs and pesticides, and our foods have been altered to the point where our bodies don't even recognize them as food. And so, of course, it's going to be difficult for us to digest that. But we do have some power in those decisions, like I said before, to make proper food choices to aid that digestion, because digestion is so important to overall health, as we will discuss. Another cause of poor digestion is stress. It's just, when stress can really kill. it can really affect us on so many different levels. And when we're stressed and we feel like our stomach is in knots, that's literally what it's doing, is that it is causing a significant impact to our digestion. Vitamin and nutritional deficiencies. This might sound surprising, but specifically B6 and omegas are very important for moving the digestion process along. Omega is very good for lubricating the tract so that foods can more easily pass through. Imbalanced intestinal flora, basically, again, coming from that poor food choices, that we're not getting that bacteria that we need in our stomach in order to properly digest our food. Enzyme deficiency. So enzymes are something that helps to break down foods so that they are more easily digested. And again, they're just lacking in our foods. Medications can sometimes have side effects that cause digestive issues. Food allergies and sensitivities, and a lot of these food allergies again tie back to what's been happening to our food supply, but some of them are very legitimate and they can affect our digestion. Exposure to environmental toxins. Dehydration is huge, and we probably are all guilty of not drinking enough water. Just getting enough water, I mean, that's what it's doing, it's flushing out your system. So why is this all important? Why is it a big deal? Well, digestion breaks down our food into nutrients and changes that food to fuel. So that helps us with energy and growth and cell repair. This is another one I'm going to ask you to unmute and give me your guess here. Poor digestion affects the immune system, believe it or not. So what percentage of your immune system is in your gut?
60.
60. Any other guesses? Okay, 70, pretty close, Jen. 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So it's very true that what you're taking in is affecting your overall health. So if your food is just sitting there in your stomach and not digesting, just think about those toxins sitting there that are obviously going to make you ill. Your digestive system has a direct impact on your neurological health. So what percentage of your body's serotonin is found in your bowels? The serotonin is that feel-good hormone. It's what helps to regulate mood and also helps with nerve function. So what percentage?
Maybe 75. I don't know this. 95. Whew.
95. Okay, we're talking about neurological health. You would assume that most of the body's serotonin is in the brain, right? But it's not true at all. And I really do find that that makes a lot of sense, especially dealing with special needs children and myself with celiac disease. If I eat gluten, my number one symptom will be sudden onset depression. So, or migraine. So think about that. The food I'm taking in, it's going into my stomach, but then it's creating issues in my head because they're very much connected. The gut-brain connection is very, very real. The intestinal lining contains approximately how many million neurons, which happens to be more than either in the spinal cord or the peripheral nervous system, therefore earning the nickname of the second brain. So how many million neurons do you believe are in the intestinal tract?
Millions.
3 million.
My youngest says 3 million, but I know it's got to be more, much more.
70 million.
There you go, 70 million.
Pretty close there, Carson. It is
100.
100 million neurons. And just excuse me, I'm doing a little experiment here that I was supposed to start before we talked so that I can show you how this works later. Okay, so 100 million neurons, again, very interesting how much our digestive tract really impacts both neurological and immune systems. So very important that we take care of our digestion. Okay, so this chart's fun. I'm sure Carson will love this. What is your poop trying to tell you? This is the Bristol stool chart. So the idea with this chart is that we should be pooping at a number 4, maybe a number 3. And if you are on the lower end, a type 1, type 2, then you are suffering from constipation. And you definitely need more hydration, but you also need some other things that we're going to talk about. And if you have more of a number 5, 6, or hopefully not 7, then you are lacking fiber and you have some serious inflammation issues going on. So this is just really to help you kind of identify where you are so that you know what you need to do to fix that. So I will not go around the room and ask what your number is. You can kind of keep that to yourself. We'll move on from there. So Carson will like this one too. How do you poop? I hope none of these are really the way that you do this. I would venture to say that most of us probably do that number 1, but it's not really effective, and we'll talk about that. So what can you do to improve your digestion? I can just imagine what he's saying over there. Eat a healthy diet. Again, we were talking about how important what we're taking in is to our digestion. Plants obviously give us fiber, but you don't want to overdo it, especially if you're on that lower end of the Bristol chart, more constipated, because fiber does help to bulk. So if you're already dealing with constipation issues, yes, you need fiber to move your food along, but you don't want to overdo it and make it more bulky and more difficult to pass. Healthy fats help to lubricate the digestive tract. So we're talking about grass-fed butter and omega-3s like we were talking about before. And then protein, which is going to keep your bowel muscles strong to help with that digestive process. Exercise. We don't like to think about that, but if you want to get things moving, you got to get moving. It's gonna, I don't even know why I'm going to share this right now, but when I've had painful gas and bloating, if I just do a few jumping jacks, it really does get things going, and I will get some relief from that pressure, along with one of my favorite oils that I'll talk about in a minute. Hydrate, we said. Our stools are or should be made of what percentage of water? Any guesses here?
You said how much our stool is made of. Maybe, I would say maybe 60%.
75% of it should be water in our stool. So we really need to be drinking a lot of water to just keep that working. So posture we were just talking about. This is the way that we typically sit on the toilet at a 90-degree angle. It's not really the way nature intended it. Of course, you could see, you probably have heard of the squatty potty, and that looks like what's going on there. But, you know, when we think about our ancestors, they didn't have modern luxuries like a toilet. We take advantage or take for granted that we have that. But this is more of the angle that they would squat to use the bathroom. And the reason being, when we sit the way that we sit, we are literally kinking off that canal so that it is harder to pass our stool. And that often results in hemorrhoids or anal fissures because we are having to push a lot harder than we should have to. So in a squatting position, you really elongate that canal so that it is much easier to pass. So just propping something under your feet to create that angle will really help to make passing stool a lot easier. Isn't this a wonderful conversation? The peppermint trick. Okay, this is something new to me, and I will tell you I have tested it so that I can tell you that it works. Placing a drop of peppermint in your toilet if you're suffering from an inability to pass your stool will help to relax that muscle and help it to more easily pass. So give it a try. And proper supplementation. And that's going to lead us into our first doTERRA products. doTERRA has a 3-supplement system called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is really going to be your solid foundation for overall health and wellness. The one on the left is really what we have mentioned most in this presentation so far, is our need for omega-3 fatty acids. So not only does the supplement have all of those good fats that you need for lubricating your digestive tract, but they also have 9 different essential oils within that soft gel that really helps to uptake all of the vitamins that are in this 3-part set. Because what happens is, because of the food that we've been taking in, we have damaged the gut lining in our stomachs. And so a lot of what we take in gets completely leached out. If you ever heard of leaky gut, basically that means that we can't absorb those nutrients properly because of that damage. So what the essential oils do within the supplement is to help to uptake that better, so that you're not just passing it out through those intestinal walls, or worse, even peeing it out. So that's really going to help. That middle one there is a Microplex VMZ. That is a whole food formula, meaning that the vitamins and minerals are coming to you in whole foods. So your body understands it more and is more easily absorbed into the body, as opposed to some synthetic vitamins and minerals. So it's really going to help. And it also includes an enzyme, which helps to break those down to make them more easily digested. So very good for somebody that has digestive issues. And then over to the right is Alpha CRS. This is a very strong, powerful supplement, has antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and it's really good for cellular vitality and longevity. So it's really going to help support healthy cell life, and to just really give you a proper cellular inflammatory response. So it's really going to help with energy and just getting your cells to communicate properly as well. So this is actually doTERRA's #1 selling product, which is a shock to many. It's not an essential oil, but it is these supplements. And there is a 30-day guarantee on these, that if you do try them and it does not change your life, they will take the empty boxes back. So definitely one to look into. And you can get it free this month if you're a new customer. So just let me know. So, okay, my experiment worked, and now I have yogurt all over me. But I wanted to show you, this is TerraZyme. And I will show you what one looks like, because I used one in my experiment. It's a little soft gel. Can you see that? So TerraZyme is a digestive enzyme blend, and it helps to support healthy digestion and metabolism of, again, enzyme deficient processed foods, foods that we don't have those enzymes in there because we've messed with them so much. So basically it has enzymes in there to help digest fats and carbs and gluten and dairy, sugars, even plant matter, to make them more easily digestible, break them down. And so what I'm going to show you is, I took just a regular yogurt and I put a TerraZyme into here not even 5 minutes ago. I'm going to show you exactly what it did to the yogurt. Can you see that? It really liquefied it. So what it did, and it's all over my desk now, is it broke down the dairy and the sugars and literally turned it into liquid. So what it would do in the body is the same exact thing, and really help for it to pass through much easier. So that's pretty awesome to see that visually. It also supports the conversion of food nutrients to energy, which is what we want. Promotes gastrointestinal comfort and food tolerance, supports healthy production of metabolic enzymes, and it's a blend. What it's made of is 10 active whole food enzymes, like I said, to help break down those common sensitivities that we have. It also has a tummy tamer blend in there of peppermint and ginger and caraway, just to really comfort you and your digestive tract as you're eating those foods. So we need to get the bad stuff out. Again, we have all those toxic sludge in our gut. We really need to get that out, because what that is a bunch of toxins that's just going to make us ill. So what we have here is GX Assist. I'm going to show you what that looks like as well. And it has oregano, melaleuca, lemon, lemongrass, peppermint, thyme, but it also has caprylic acid. And that's the pill. Can you, oh yeah, there we go. which is a lipid, a fat that's derived from coconut oil, and it helps to create a healthy digestive environment. This is a very, very gentle cleanse, because I know a lot of people, when they think cleanse, are like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be sitting in the bathroom all day. This is coming from somebody that has serious stomach issues, and I can tell you that it is very, very gentle. I don't have to stay home all day while I'm doing it. It's fantastic. And then to counteract that, after you remove all the bad stuff, you got to put good stuff back in. So we're talking about probiotics, PB Assist, and it looks really cool. So if you can see that, it's like a pill within a pill. So it's actually double encapsulated. And what that means, especially for people that have digestive issues, is that this will get further down into the digestive tract before it breaks open. So you're really going to be able to absorb more, because it's not going to be leaked out through that damaged intestinal wall. So very important for people that can't absorb nutrients properly. It promotes a positive balance and proliferation of beneficial bacteria. We need good bacteria in our guts to fight the bad. It helps to maintain healthy intestinal microflora, supports healthy functioning of the digestive and immune systems, again, because the immune system's in our gut, right? It supports the health of the GI tract, particularly the intestines and colon, and helps support optimal metabolism and absorption of food. So again, get the bad stuff out, put the good stuff back in. Now, this is Zendocrine. It's a line of some products here I'll go through that really supports the body's natural ability to rid itself of unwanted substances. So we're talking about detoxing, but what our bodies are meant to do. So that middle product, as well as the oil on the right, they're exactly the same thing, except the middle product is in soft gels. So it's the oil within soft gels. These are the different essential oils, and you can see which ones are in there off to the right there. There's tangerine, juniper berry, geranium, rosemary, and cilantro. And what these oils do is they help support what our body is already intended to do. Our filtering organs, our liver, our kidneys, they're intended to filter out toxins. And so those essential oils are going to help your body to do that, to stimulate those organs to do what they were intended to do naturally. And when you look at the white bottle, that's Zendocrine, the detoxification complex, and that's a little capsule. This is a capsule of whole foods and extracts and herbs that are going to give your body more of a boost towards detox. So those foods are intended to make your different organs detoxify. So the brown bottle is more of stimulating your organs to do what they were meant to do naturally, and the white one is more of a intentional call to detox. And so what these do is they help support, like I said, healthy liver function and other organs as well, all those filtering organs, and help to get those toxins out of your system. One of the things I love to do for my boys specifically is take that Zendocrine oil and put it in Epsom salts and have them soak in a bath to really help draw out the toxins that they absorb in their natural environment. And it's quite relaxing as well. So what do you do if you indulged and maybe shouldn't have, or you ate a food that maybe you're sensitive to and you have all these bloating and gas and discomfort? Digestion is my best friend, and if you know me, I say that about a lot of the products, but they're just all amazing. So Digestion is probably the fastest working oil for me. I literally will take a drop and rub it on my abdomen, and within 30 seconds to a minute, while I'm rubbing it in, I start to feel that relief coming on. So Digestion's available in multiple forms. You could see on the left that they have it in a roll-on that's pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil. And then you have the pure oil right there in the 15 ml bottle. Right in the center is one of my favorite ways to use Digestion is a soft gel. I have these all laid out here for you. So this is a soft gel of the oil. And you can see at the top I've listed the oils that are in Digestion: ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel. And so that's a way to take it internally and get it right down into the digestive tract where you need it. The digest tabs, right here, they're not my favorite. A lot of people really do love these. They're gonna taste kind of like a black licorice if that's something that you like. And they're just little candies, you know, that you can take that way as well. And then over on the right is peppermint beadlets. So this isn't a Digestion product, but it is amazing for, it comes like this, and I'll show you what they look like. It's a 1/4 drop of peppermint. Can you see that? I think so. Okay. It's a 1/4 drop of peppermint and a little jelly thing that you pop between your teeth. I call them Altoids on steroids because they are just so strong with that peppermint, and they're great, but they're very good for calming your stomach as well. I take these on the plane just in case I have any kind of turbulence going on. That really help to keep my stomach calm during that time. So these are kind of what we fight things with afterwards. Another tip is Digestion on a road trip is a must, especially if you have little kiddos. My kids used to throw up like 10 times on a road trip, and now we are perfectly fine. I just apply that throughout the trip and we have no issues. So it is a must-have in my house. So what do you do now? So if you want to get started with essential oils, you can definitely pay full retail price, but we don't like to make our friends do that. There is the wholesale member option of $35, which is cheaper than a Costco membership, and you get 25% off on any purchases that you make from now for the whole year. And you have the option to earn free products, the option to earn commissions and referrals. There are no requirements with doTERRA. You get your own store and you can purchase as needed. doTERRA does bundle some products together to give you a deeper discount. So these are our top 10 oils available in the smaller bottles on the left in the Family Essentials kit, and the larger bottles in the Home Essentials kit. You will see that with the larger kit, you are getting a diffuser and triple the amount of oil for less than double the price. So that's definitely where the value is, but you can definitely start wherever you're comfortable with financially. And there are some other kits. I want to draw attention to that one in the middle because those are a lot of the products that we went through today. That's the Cleanse and Restore kit. So you'll see that it has both the probiotics and the GX Assist for cleansing, the Zendocrine to help detox, the Terrazyme to help with the digestive enzymes to break down your food. And lemon we haven't talked about, but I have lemon right now in my water that I'm drinking. Is really good for cleansing and detoxifying the system, and it's very refreshing as well. And DDR Prime, which we did not touch on, is the cellular blend and is really good for just supporting overall health and wellness. It's high in antioxidants, and it's just a powerhouse in the doTERRA line. But then we even have, this is where I started, I'll say, the Natural Solutions Kit. It does give you a huge variety of products from oils to supplements, as well as a diffuser, the Lifelong Vitality, and a storage box. I absolutely love this kit because of the variety that it gives. But again, wherever you see fit. And then we do have the Loyalty Rewards program, which is really just the smartest way to get your oils because you can get free stuff. And who doesn't want free stuff? So just to simplify it for you, you can get up to 30% of your orders back and free product points that you can cash in for whatever it is that you want. And every month you have the opportunity to get a free product of the month. So this is amazing to be a part of. And Lifelong Vitality is greatly reduced when you're on the Loyalty Rewards program. And something that we do on our team is that we like to provide anybody that signs up with us with a free reference book, The Essential Life, because we just feel that it is very important for you to be empowered in your own healthcare, that you're able to look up what it is that's bothering you and find a solution right at your fingertips. So this is something that we gift to you. So if you do get started and you set up an order for the next month on the Loyalty Rewards program, you will get this book for free as a gift from me. I also have the opportunity for anybody that would like to host a class to get a free diffuser. So if you have any questions about doing that, that can be both in person or a virtual class like this, reach out to me and I will be happy to arrange that with you. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And that is my Facebook group there if you'd like to join me there. And thanks again and have an awesome day, everyone.